Smoke and mirrors, guys. Welcome to the movie factory.
Ooh, so exciting, isn't it?
Trust me. Please, we can kill it.
Ferocious, Sergeant. I'm trying to put tire bomb on this jungle flat.
You're that kind of guy. Can get you.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Now you want to get nuts? Wakanda forever! Yes! Fuck you, too!
They're gonna see some serious shit.
Welcome back, fellas. Smoke and Mirrors, episode 46. We do not have a Caliber reference this week.
Yeah, they ran out of them.
They ran out. We'll see you in episode 50, though. It's Ferrari.
We're up to the 46th chamber of Shaolin here.
But yeah, how you guys going?
This is going good, man.
Yeah.
Real good. Yeah, good. First week of the new job done. Woke up at 6:45 this morning, and then slept until 12.
I, in fact, did not. I was up at 9 o'clock this morning.
I did the part night shift. So I slept from 3 till, I think, like 6.
Yeah.
And then woke up at 8. These broken sleeps, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Make it Owen insane.
It will.
How you going there?
I'm good.
That was all right?
Living the fucking dream, champion.
Whoops. Fucking whoops. All right. Kicking off with our streaming news. So Taika Waititi, director of Thor. What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah. He's setting up to play Blackbeard in this show for HBO Max called Our Flag Means Death. So this is going to include Rhys Darby, which you guys will know from Flight of the Conchords.
And Jumanji.
And Yes Man in my circles. So he's going to star as Steed Bonnet or Bonnet, depending on how you want to say it. No
relation.
Yeah. No relation to Lisa. He's going to play the gentleman pirate.
This was like, I'm like a millionaire, right? He was wealthy at the time. It's a true story. He gave all that money away and became a pirate.
I would do that.
Lived a free man.
Yeah. Would you want to live a free man?
I don't know. Back in them times, it was pretty fucking dirty.
You'd die from scurvy, but
yeah,
still.
badly.
I would take a shower.
How are you going to shower in the sea?
In the sea. The salt water keep you clean. It would.
Yeah. And them sharks.
Not everywhere's got sharks. If you were a pirate in the Caribbean, you wouldn't encounter sharks, B. It's them whales you got to watch out for.
Oh.
Can you imagine seeing a fucking killer whale back in the day?
Back in the day. I don't know if you'd want to pirate all the way out near like the colder areas.
That's true. Yeah, this is true.
Maybe if you were Australian, yeah, you would. Because then you go through New Zealand and all that sort of stuff. And
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to go to NZ.
So do I.
Pirate's life wouldn't be for me.
Not for me, baby.
A couple of acquisitions that have happened in the week there. So
murders and executions.
Apple has acquired Come From Away. So this is the result of 9/11, right? That plane crashed. It's a true story, and it's a live action stage play that they've recorded, much like Hamilton. And it's all these planes and passengers that were grounded in Newfoundland after 9/11. So once the plane hit New York, all those passengers that were stranded there at the airport were actually like put up in this place called Newfoundland, like 7,000.
Newfoundland is it's nice though. He goes there in Walter Mitty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Newfoundland is nice. It's near like Sweden and all those sort of places.
Right.
That's those Slavic, one of those little Slavic sort of countries. It's nice. Nice, yeah.
So that's like a big thing for them, trying to capture that Hamilton lightning.
Can you imagine being on that plane and hearing that news?
Yeah.
That'd be the wildest thing in the world. Yeah. I don't think they would have told you on the plane, but once you got outside into the airport, wild, son.
Yeah. I wouldn't get back on the plane. I'd drive. I'd be booking a car straight to
Avis.
Avis.
You could drive to New York from Newfoundland.
Are we sure this is?
That's what, if it's a Newfoundland that I'm thinking of, then yeah.
Okay, very good.
It's like where Thor is.
Oh,
That's how far out we're going.
ferry then.
Yeah.
I would take a ferry all the way back. And then the futuristic movie Finch, which is the Tom Hanks starrer. So this is,
Does Apple just buy everything Hanks?
well, they said because Hanks was like
Such a big
player
draw.
in for Greyhound.
Yeah.
They want to capture that lightning in the bottle
A little
again.
more of that magic.
Yeah, that's it. In a big deal as well. So this movie is about Hanks. It's like this dystopian future, desolate. You know what I mean? And he's holed up in this like area that he's built up. It's him, his dog, and this robot that he's created. So then he has to venture out because this robot needs to learn how to take care of the dog when he dies.
So there were no kids or anything?
Nah, this is
got a
just
dog?
him, the dog.
It's just him and the dinky die, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good there.
Is it going to be the whole Hanks downloads his conscious into the robot so he could live forever as well?
Fucking bicentennial.
Big robot farts in it.
I know.
Oh, fuck.
Then we got Amazon who picked up A Hero.
What was this one, A Hero?
This one's
was
the Farsi language one.
Yes.
With details are under wraps apparently. Then we got Sony who actually sold Amazon the rights to Cinderella.
Wild.
Yeah. So they didn't want to take a risk on it. And this is all part of Sony's I'm not going to create my own streaming service. I'm just going to place content here and
sell it
everywhere.
out.
Yeah. And then Netflix nabbed the US rights to Gunpowder Milkshake. So this is like big cast, man. It's got Angela Bassett, Michelle Yeoh's in here, Karen Gillan, and it's basically a replacement killers. So
She's an assassin.
Yeah,
She grows a conscience, and then
she can't kill this little girl, and she takes her.
yeah.
Takes her on the road with her. But it looks good. So that Gunpowder Milkshake will only be available in the rights in the States. Sorry. So it will eventually come out
But
theatrically.
on Netflix, it's only going to be available in the States. Righto. Turn your geo blockers to the US people and watch this movie.
Badly.
That's how we're going to do it.
And then weirdly, on the flip side, like News of the World is only available internationally on Netflix, but not in the States.
Because they wanted to do a theatrical for that, yeah? Yeah, that's why.
Still thinking about that fucking shaky cam. But we have Apple also plans a film called Echo 3. And this one's with Luke Evans. Sorry, not a film, a series. And it's a 10-part limited series.
Yeah. There's got Mark Bowl doing the writing. This is the O that did Zero Dark Thirty.
Did something else as well that's sick.
Black Hawk?
I think so.
Was it Black
I think he
Hawk?
wrote the book for Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one sounds good as well.
Yeah, yeah. This one's cool. So this is the one that's out in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Bolivia? Bolivian?
Bolivian marching powder.
But it's where the... Sorry, I'm just
The border is...
Yeah.
And the story is actually around this woman, and she's a scientist, and she's doing work out there on the border, and then she gets kidnapped by these terrorists. And then her brother, whose name is Bambi, that's Luke Evans' character, and her father team up, and they both have deep military pasts. Gotta have the deep military past. And they go after her.
That's fire.
And then her, like, getting extracted by, like, her family. Mm-hmm. And then, like, the secret war is going on the border as well. Sounds big. Sounds like it could be a one-shot. Like, they have a one-shot at the end. Like,
sounds like Hargreave should be directing this.
oh, no way.
We'll get to that later. All right, so HBO Max is they're going to start work on Love and Death, which is going to star Elizabeth Olsen. So is this a true story or made up story?
True.
It's a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, about this axe murderer
Fucking in Texas.
in Texas.
Two best friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then one of them just gets the shits and Yeah.
Has she only murdered one person?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think she goes on the spree.
Right. She doesn't get all Bundy with it.
Nah, but it's Elizabeth Olsen, and it's her getting out of her safe bag.
Well, she kind of started off not in a safe bag. She gets a kid off in, what's his face?
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on Hulu. I want to watch it again. But yeah, this should be good. I like that she, like, we've only really seen her in Marvel Fair recently, right? So we saw her in Godzilla, and then
Where she didn't do anything.
didn't really do anything. Her acting was quite good though.
Yeah.
But then, like, it's just been Marvel Fair since then. So it'd be good for her to, like, come out and flex a few muscles.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah.
Showtime's planning Scarface and the Untouchables, and this is an adaptation of Max Allan Collins' book that he released in 2018. There is extensive research that went into this. So this is Elliot Ness, who we know from the Untouchables,
Yes.
and Al Capone. And it's him sort of trying to bring down Capone and trying to change the laws.
Yep.
And also how Capone ran his business and corporatized it.
Yeah.
And like Max Allan Collins, who wrote Road to Perdition, right? He did like years of research to get to this point where he could put this book together. Like he even went down to like Elliot Ness's personal notes.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
But you can see, I mean, even in Road to Perdition, in the film and in the book, you can see Capone's effect on running booze and women and all that, right? So, I mean, in Road to Perdition, he doesn't just go to some dingy fucking house or some mansion in Chicago to go see, what's his name?
Nicky?
Yeah, to go see Nicky. He goes to a full-on fucking
Hotel
/ fucking giant
Trump Tower.
Essentially. Yeah, that's what I mean. He brought that whole no. This isn't just outside shooting guns and robbing banks and stuff. This is a business.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing over here in Chicago. This is how we're going to do it, and that sort of permeated everything. I mean, John Gotti still ran his mob like that.
Yeah,
just with a lot more killing. That's the only other thing.
Yeah,
fair enough.
But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. Showtime.
Yeah.
Showtime.
So Zack Snyder was talking about Army of the Dead, and he was talking about a joke that they had in there, which was funny when I was reading it. So there was going to be this fucking stripper who had this huge fucking penis that had a bite taken out of it.
That's
wild.
Messed up, man.
Yeah, man. And he was like, still majority of that scene remains uncut, but he did take that piece out.
That's over the top.
Yeah.
It'd take away too much.
Yeah. Take you out of the scene.
Take you out of the scene. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like that Zack Snyder's still sort of fucking around with funny shit like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But then it's also been kind of done with Piranha when dude's dick gets bitten off and then eaten in the fucking water.
Yeah, but then you also get to see...
I actually forgot about that Piranha kill there.
You also get to see the dick in 3D, which was fucking wild back in the day. I ain't trying to see that, champ.
That puts the D in 3D.
But Snyder was like, he was just talking about the movie itself. It sounds pretty fucking exciting. He was talking about the two different kinds of zombies and other kinds of like, so you get like robot zombies, animal zombies, and then you two kinds of human zombies as well. Shamblers, which are normal, and then the fucking, he calls them like wolves or something akin to that, where they're more sentient, they fucking move faster, shit like that.
Yeah, they work as a team. They're a pack.
Yeah.
I like
Robot zombies? I don't get that.
Me neither. Maybe he's just like, amputees, how they have like prosthetic parts. Maybe it's like that.
Okay.
Or maybe these sentient zombies have built a fucking device that...
There is going to be a group of amputees that are going to try cancel Zack Snyder. You watch.
Why? He did it already in the first, in Dawn of the Dead.
With the guy missing an arm.
Yeah, that's a real guy that doesn't have an arm.
They tried to go after the witches in Robert Zemeckis' The Witches remake because of their hands, remember?
Yeah.
The pterodactyl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I know. These are the sensitive times we live in.
But another...
Fuck back to sleep.
You too woke. Another exciting part of this is that Cinemark struck a deal with Snyder and Netflix when it comes to airing this film, and it will come out on roughly 600 screens in the US, which is fucking cool.
A week early, by the way.
Yeah. It won't be showing at AMC or Regal cinemas, but this is a big push because normally when it came to Cinemark, they wouldn't really show Netflix fare.
Yeah.
Because, and now with the 90-day window being abolished, they've come to be more flexible in these times. So this is really cool. People who want to go out and watch this movie can, or they can just sit at home or do both.
I wish he did it worldwide, to be honest.
Same.
I wish it was like, hey, you can watch it on Netflix, but if you want to watch it in the cinemas, you can go watch it this week.
Yeah, a week early.
That'd be
my
fucking
voucher.
cool. Fuck yeah.
It's crazy because we actually talked about this last year. We talked about Netflix kind of finding their foothold into a wide distribution on like a cinematic sort of theatrical level.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot of those predictions come true.
Originally, we did think that, AMC was on that chopping block. We could have seen a Netflix just jump in and buy that. That was the original prediction, which probably still could happen, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. Play the clip, John.
Without Remorse has had a bigger launch than expected. So it actually beat out Borat as the most viewed Amazon Prime movie that weekend. So I think it was sitting at like 2.1 million views for the weekend.
Where is that, just in the US or worldwide?
Worldwide.
Wow.
I think on the Prime services.
Okay.
So it didn't touch Mortal Kombat, didn't touch Godzilla vs. Kong. Mortal Kombat had like 3.8 million views.
A lot of people watched that movie, B.
Yeah. I think it was more streamer than
theatrical. Yeah, a lot of people still came out though to watch it in the cinemas.
Yeah. So this bodes well for a sequel. You know what I mean? And I'll give it a chance for the sequel too.
Call it
If they're doing Rainbow, personal.
I'm dangerous.
Poor bastard.
You could have added that in too.
Oh man,
Fuckwit.
All right, so we've got a few first looks and first sort of photos that came out.
Yep.
So first we people actually spotted Banthas on the set for Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So obviously Tatooine, he has to be in Tatooine, so definitely be Banthas there.
And when there's Banthas, there's Bantha Poodoo.
So it's fucking Jawas you got to watch out for. Thieving bastards. We also got a few photos from Cassian.
Yeah.
From Andor, sorry. So we got a few photos of him.
Yeah.
In his new sort of costume.
It's got like the beige number in this one.
Yeah.
It's a light beige.
It's
It hasn't
a light
been
beige.
dirtied up yet.
Yeah, so he hasn't gone full dark side yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much wet work.
Yeah.
I had a 7 ounce.
Oh, God. We also got a look, our first look at Lily James and Sebastian Stan as Pammy and Tommy. Pam and Tommy.
Pammy's such an Aussie. Pammy, come to the kitchen, love.
And I gotta say, that Lily James,
Quite unrecognizable.
Yeah.
It's looking good, man.
unreal.
Definitely fitting the part there.
Yeah,
I got just above. But both of them look really good. Like Sebastian Stan looks out there, man.
His face just isn't long enough to be Tommy's.
No.
That's the only thing. But other than that,
He's lean.
the
The facial hair matches. The hair matches.
tattoos, everything.
Yeah.
So they the shot that they showed us was them recreating this shot that they had done before, and it's unreal.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man.
We also get to see what's his face, Seth Rogen. The hair is amazing.
Rogan looks so bad, man.
The curly mullet is wild. Son.
Yeah. And that get-up that he's got with like the beige shorts and Hawaiian shirt tucked in.
I've never seen that before.
Nah. No one ever like moves like that anymore.
Nah, not ever. And finally we got to see a few pictures from House of the Dragon,
The Game of Thrones spin-off.
the Game of Thrones spin-off. Yeah.
So we got to see Rhys Ifans. We got to see Matt Smith in there.
Who's the other guy? The person of color. You see that picture? You didn't see that picture?
Yeah. I think she's a original.
It's a guy. He's long white hair.
Oh, shit.
He's got grey. You didn't see that picture?
Nah.
Yeah.
I only
can't
seen the
remember who it
two
was.
with Matt Smith,
Yeah.
and I seen one of Rhys Darby's.
Yeah.
But
It looks cool though.
I didn't see Paddy.
Oh,
yeah. I wonder if he's going to have the short hair or if he's going to have the long hair.
It looks like his hair's a bit longer in the what's his face. When in the reading, his hair was a
Yeah?
bit longer. Yeah.
I'm in.
Paddy, anything Paddy does, I mean, ever since what's his face, man.
Dead Man's?
Dead Man.
Dead Man Shoes was wild.
Yeah.
It's a good throwback, actually. I hasn't watched that in a while.
We only watched that once though, so
Yeah.
it was intense. That movie.
That was intense.
It was wild. I don't know those people do that.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
Toby Kebbell as
Yeah.
well.
Essentially, just got that chick to rape him.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
I actually felt bad for him.
And then he just ends up like,
And they end up killing him.
doesn't he kill himself? Because they keep teasing him and all that, and they threaten to show the world what he's done because he ends up like,
Yeah.
being with that chick. Yeah. Fucking wild, son.
I would
And then
kill the
Patty comes
motherfuckers
through.
too.
Patty comes through like fucking,
With the blicky?
yeah, like Rambo. Because
Yeah.
he's like that war vet that just like, he doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, I remember that guy? He's like, the fuck are you looking at? And then Patty's like, you cunt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
He
It's
just
like
explodes.
intense,
Yeah.
The guy just like pisses himself.
Soft cock.
Sit down. Fucking Christ. We got Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy producing a horror anthology series. So this one's called Unknown. It's meant to, I guess, tread the line between folklore and then like true crime stories type shit.
It's like that law podcast.
Yeah.
Hanging
Sort of.
by his neck in his fucking closet. But it's meant to be in the killing fields in Texas.
Yeah.
And these two people they go there and they meet this spirit that's haunting the fucking fields.
Yeah.
And they got to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Could be like showing them like what's happening. Just like fucking Crimson Peak.
Behold,
Warning her.
my stuff.
And that what's his face? That movie with the Pfeiffers.
Ah, fucking What Lies Beneath.
Yeah.
I just need to watch that shit again, man.
Fire, son.
Yeah, man.
It
Seen
is.
that at the drive-in.
Yeah, we did.
Fucking
Fire, son.
I know, nefarious Harrison Ford in there, man.
I know. At the end when he changes, he's just full heel.
I like the bad guy Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
I really do.
Because Harrison Ford contemporarily, like, you know, handsome motherfucker, so he's always going to be good. But then you see him do that bad shit, he's a bad motherfucker.
I know. And he's desperate at the end there.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Same.
But yeah, I didn't like, you know, the most interesting thing about this story is that the killing fields is real. I didn't expect it to be real.
I didn't know this about Texas.
Yeah, it was like it's a big 26-acre piece of land, which is wild to me because I mean we're used to open space, but not that much open space. Like that's a lot of open space.
Yeah.
And then they found like 35 bodies there, mostly women, which is wild to me as
And
well.
young girls.
And young girls, which is yeah.
It's fucked up when there's a popular place to dump your body.
Yeah.
It's like in fucking, what's his face? The Irishman when he's throwing guns off that one bridge.
Yeah, it's also like what was it? I think in not True Detective, something I watched recently.
Yeah.
And there's like it's Bosch. There's like a popular place where they like to dump bodies in the woods in California.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'm pretty sure it's Bosch. One of them.
And last piece of streaming news. So Paramount Plus is officially hitting Australia and New Zealand in August.
Fuck yeah.
So the package that they're putting out, is $9 per month. So this will come with over 20,000 hours of content.
Yeah.
Or was it 2,000 shows?
No, it's 20,000 hours of content.
This is a lot of content.
There's a lot of content, and it's good because it's weird, guys, because over here sometimes we'd get different studios release films under different banners over here in Australia, right?
Yeah.
So some films wouldn't be the same. So stuff like a Touchstone Pictures, which is Disney over there, would come out here as Touchstone, whereas over there it'd be Disney, right? Paramount didn't do that for Australia. So all of the content is Paramount branded, which is good for us because that's a lot of content.
Fuck yeah. Because that I wonder if this will also mean that we'll get the 45-day theatrical window as well. It'd have to, right?
It'd have to. Like, but whatever it's designated in the States, it'd be what it'd be here, right? So it doesn't make sense for, a movie to come out over there and then wait 45 days and then come out on a streamer if it's not going to happen all like that around the world.
Yeah. So then we can look forward to Top Gun, Mission Impossible, Quiet Place 2.
Even though I'm going to go watch all those movies at the movies.
Yeah, I have to. Those are going to be like
those are my ones this year,
Yeah.
especially Top Gun.
yeah.
Because I've been hearing about this, the them flying and everything and how crazy they've been doing it for too long now.
Yeah.
Mr. Cruise, please release
And
this movie.
the 19 cameras in the cockpit.
Yes.
It's going to be fire. Funny how they strategically release it in August so as to miss the 45-day window for A Quiet Place 2. So that'll be
course.
the big launching sort of draw in August.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas in the States, they would have already had it by July. But what's also hitting is Antoine Fuqua's Infinite.
Yeah.
The Mark Wahlberg sci-fi thriller, I think it is.
This was done like years ago, supposedly. They finished it years ago, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be someone else. I think Gyllenhaal was actually cast in this before
Yes.
Marky Mark was.
Yeah.
And then Marky Mark came on board, and now it's going straight to Paramount Plus.
Fire.
Debuting. It's going to be like a Paramount Plus original.
That's cool. That's cool to me.
I'm fine with that.
I like it a lot.
Cool. So this next segment is a newbie. So we're calling this one Fan the Hammer, as in the Western. Pow, 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 pow. What?
I love that you shot so many times and then just one.
Because you throw the grenade first, and then you shoot to it's like cover.
He does do that in Commando.
First thing that fucking comes to mind is you got to make it there in 6 seconds. You reckon you can do it?
I have to. So these next stories are going to be rapid fire without any other details because shit, we don't have them.
Yeah, these are the only details we have.
These are the right details. Go.
All right. So Atlanta could debut early 2022 on FX and Hulu.
Yep.
WandaVision nearly got a Doctor Strange cameo.
Yeah.
Morbius has been delayed by a week, so it comes out the 28th now.
Yep.
One Cut of the Dead, the French remake is filming now, as well as Dungeons and Dragons. They started shooting. Taylor Page has joined the Toxic Avenger reboot. Don't Breathe 2 drops August 13th. I can't wait. Red Sonja has been cast. It's Hannah John Kamen. And JD Washington is going to star in Gareth Edwards' True Love. Wish it was Gareth Evans.
I know. Because then JD would be fucking shit up. Yeah. Hey, so
And that's it for the Fan the Hammer.
Pow pow. It's funny. A Colt revolver has 8 bullets.
Wow.
Colt 45.
Let's get it on this film news.
Yeah.
So The Flash is now filming at Burgley House. I wonder if the Hamburglar lives there.
So Burgley House is
Wayne Manor, yeah?
Yeah, is Wayne Manor. It's the very first Wayne Manor. So that's where they went for what's his faces for Burton's Batman, right? So the first one was Burgley, second one was a
Stateside one, wasn't it?
yeah, the stateside one made to look like Burgley. The rest of them were all sets.
And it's funny how they shoot the exteriors and then they'll do the interiors at another manor.
Man.
It's wild. So DC is currently searching for black actors and directors for the Superman reboot. This is the one with Ta-Nehisi Coates writing and J.J. Abrams producing. He's also said he's not directing this one.
Yeah.
He's out.
With this one, you guys hear about it later, but I started rewatching Dear White People. There's a guy in there, Brandon P. Bell, person of color, And in that role, he's, I guess, running a campaign to be president for the college. And to me, when I see him, he's also just fucking shredded like a julienne salad.
You know who's going to be Superman, right? Rajay
John Page.
John Page.
He's going to be in Black Panther 2. Can't be.
He's over at DC, man. He could be a bad guy over at bloody what's his face.
I hope he's not.
Bet you it is.
We got another bet, motherfucker. It's if Jungle Cruise is going to hit over $1 billion or not.
It won't.
You said it would because The Rock's in it.
Actually, yeah, it will. I forgot The Rock was in there.
We're waiting, motherfucker. This is the Electric Boogaloo or ET.
But no,
Who's the guy? Brandon P.
Bell.
Brandon P. Bell.
So he's younger bloke, not too young. He's in his 30s now. But no, when I saw him like doing the campaign for president, he just reminded me of fucking Superman as well. The way he talks, things like that.
Yeah.
But no, I reckon he'd be a good contender for that role.
And DC and actually Warner Brothers. Can we also get like if he is going to be a black Superman, can we also have like black villains then too?
Yeah. Can we
Not just have him fight the white people, please?
Yeah. Mix it up a little
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe he teams up with Shazam and fights Black Adam.
Or Latino. You know what I mean? Could be anyone.
Yeah.
True.
If we're getting Latino Supergirl, why not have a Latino Superman?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that Voss guy as like the fucking what's his face? Who's that? Oh, the Brainiac?
Yeah,
That'd
he's got
be
the face for
fucking
it, man.
Cool, man.
He's an
Yeah.
evil one. Fucking Far Cry 3 too.
We're going to see him wreck shit in fucking what's his face soon. Hopefully.
Hopefully,
In
man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That'd
Scorpion.
be fire, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good acting, man.
And also, Joker 2 could be a thing. So while they were saying that DC is searching for black actors and directors, they were saying that this would exist outside of the continuity that is like the DCEU. It would be its own thing, much like the Batman movie from Matt Reeves. And they said Joker and its sequel.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like 100% fucking honest here. I hope this whole idea burns in a fucking house. Like, I do not want a fucking sequel to Joker at all. This is a standalone film which deserves to be a standalone film and not be fucking touched by someone else.
Agreed.
Pause.
Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Our Joker right now is doing his thing in fucking Arkham Asylum, more than likely. That's what's happening.
Yep.
He's killed his therapist, or, you know, he's literally sitting there thinking about killing his therapist, or like that's what this is. Leave it the fuck alone.
That's it. I don't need any more.
Nope. You're going to recast Joker. You can go ahead and recast Joker. But
Yeah.
just put him in a Batman movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves will do one. They won't go back to the well. There's no way Joaquin's coming up and going, oh yeah, I'll do like this guest spot appearance and this cameo and and a sequel to Joker where it expands the universe. Joker wasn't about that.
I'll lose 40 pounds for a fucking cameo. That's what I'll do. That's what we're going to do. Fuck that. Ugh. All right. So, Skin Beeble he sat down with someone. I can't remember who. It was either Hollywood Inquirer or one of them. One of those magazines. And he was talking about Fast 9. So, supposedly, in the new Fast 9, there's going to be a flashback that happens, and it flashes back to the first Fast and Furious. So it'll show like the iconic them jumping that little dip over the train lines and everything, and him crashing the car and him sort of getting away. Allegedly, it's going to show the scene from Jacob's point of view,
Which is Dom's brother. John Cena.
Yeah, the bronzed up John Cena.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Bronze face.
It is, man. He's gone full brown face in this one. It's so weird because you see him in trailers for Peacemaker and he's white.
Yeah, he's pretty pale.
And then you see him in this and he's bronzed the fuck up.
Yeah, he really is. Like he's like competing again.
Yeah. It's wild. But yeah, this is weird because it's different because it kind of has the effect that they're going to try and retroactively change the Fast series then.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
They're going to retroactively do everything because they still got to bring Han, into the fold after people thought he was dead.
You don't see the Han one is easy because you don't see him die. You don't see him blow up in the car.
All right.
And what's his face? He didn't set out to kill Han. He set out to hurt the family. So him killing Han would, what's his face? Ruin all that. And Han probably went away. I bet you this is how it's going to be. Han went away to save the family and all that other bullshit and just hide and heal up. Seriously. That's how it's going to be explained.
Spit on this series.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put money on it.
This whole fucking flashback bullshit, it's going to play out. So remember episodes ago when I was saying they're going to ride the fucking car into space, into the fucking space station?
Yeah. We can see that happening.
Yeah. So that's going to happen in the last 35 minutes of this movie. Now, they're going to talk about all this happening, but Vin Diesel's going to say, no, before we do this, because this might be my last ride, I need to go back where I came from, and then he's going to fucking ride the streets and have the flashbacks. He's going to drive past that fucking railroad, see the shit happening, see everything around there to build his fucking foundations up so he can make this fucking ride. That's exactly how this is going to fucking happen. And they're going to have that fucking, it's been a long, that fucking bullshit in the back. Fuck you, Vin Diesel, I've read you.
We already seen this movie. Right?
And all the way milking Paul Walker's death.
Oh, man.
Yep.
You know there's going to be a cameo in here, and it's going to be fucking tasteful, and it's yeah.
So in Spielberg's semi-autobiographical movie that's actually being called The Shamblings.
Okay.
It's got a title now. Or The Shamblers.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's casting for the character that's based on him, but two younger versions, like 5-6-year-old and then a more teen version. Yeah. So that's
so we get to see his dad give him the camera and all that sort of stuff. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because he tells that story in that what's his face.
Oh yeah, in that doco.
In that doco, yeah. It's cool. Very cool.
Looking forward to it. We should have just put this fair the hammer. Anyways.
So Andy Garfield, he shot down the Spider-Man room. The Spider-Man room is about him being in there. I still think this is all fucking misdirection.
Yeah. They seen him on set, man.
Playing coy. They seen his stuntman as well.
Yeah. Mate, you were in the city as well.
I didn't get the call. Yeah, because you got the email. You got the text.
And the fax too. Mate, we know.
And you called them, motherfucker.
I wouldn't mind seeing another Garfield Spider-Man.
Same.
Yeah.
I like Garfield.
I'd like to see his story wrapped up, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been so cool if he actually did go. Like, it's weird, right? So, what's his face? He was set to go with Gwen to London.
Yeah.
This Peter Parker, this new Peter Parker, ends up going and having this full-on fucking adventure over in fucking Italy.
Yeah.
And all over Europe. Like, it could have fit so well.
Yeah.
Mate. What were they doing? I don't know what they were thinking, man.
Knee-jerk reactions. As soon as Rise of Electro came out, what they could have done was like the third movie, do it a whole lot better, learn from your mistakes, and then make it solid again. You know what I mean? People would have turned up. It's Spider-Man.
It literally made over its budget twice, right? And it's supposedly a flop.
Yeah, critically
a flop, right? It made a shit ton of money. I was there fucking opening weekend. I took my fucking nephew with me, everything.
It's weird because people say it's like the studio would automatically think it's a reaction to Garfield's Spider-Man, but he's actually one of the best Peter Parkers to me. I like his Peter Parker. Pause.
Peter. His Spider-Man for me was better than what's his face's Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker was better than his Peter Parker.
I can't get over the cry. Black Messenger. knocked me down.
That's just his voice.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
He needs some bass in his voice. All right, so
the production for Blade got pushed back to 2022.
Yeah, it was going to kick off this September.
Yeah. And
that is correct.
Yeah. So given that it's still like early into the phase of getting everything sorted out, they also have a possible short list of directors. So that's the likes of Stephen Cable Jr.
From Creed 2.
Yeah. We got J.D. Dillard from Sweetheart. Regina King, 1-9 Miami.
Yeah, that's my horse that I would like.
Yeah.
Regina King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
And then we also have Shaka King for Judas and the Black Messiah. Ooh. And then also possibly Barry Jenkins, who did Moonlight.
Barry Jenkins ain't doing this. He's already talking about his new movie.
Yeah, it's got Lion King 2 on the way.
Yes. I honestly, my short list for this movie has just got one person on there. It's not GDT.
Who is it though? Norrington?
It's what's his face? Yeah, it's Steve Norrington.
You know, Norrington, after League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, nearly lost his mind and just went, no more.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You know who would work really well with Steve Norrington?
Who?
Is Gareth Evans. Those two would work really well together. Steve Norrington needs to come back to Netflix and do a little small budget movie, $50 or $60 million, just to show everyone, look, all that shit you're seeing right now, all this Marvel bullshit that we're celebrating right now is because of me. It's not Spider-Man. It's not X-Men. It's me.
That's true. Blade didn't hit big. We wouldn't have an MCU.
Films. Punk bitch.
Hey, if Richard Stanley could come back, Stephen Norrington could come back, and they fucked Richard Stanley badly.
Poor bastard.
Like, they stranded him in Australia as well.
Yeah.
Dado just got lost in the wilderness.
Yeah.
He ran.
You know what was crazy? You know what's crazy about that story though is how much they didn't know what was happening on the set. So Richard Stanley is there as one of like the people in the masks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they did not know.
And they kept it in the movie.
Yeah. If you don't know, we're talking about Island of Dr. Moreau. There's a really good documentary you guys should watch about it.
Yeah. What's it called? I want to say Escape, but no.
I don't know.
But there's a really good documentary.
Yeah.
I think it's on Shudder at the moment.
Yeah.
Check that out. Champions.
Wild.
Yeah. All right. Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal are going to produce Mother Tree. So this is a potential star for Amy Adams, and what it's about is this woman that is a scientist, and she's actually one of the groundbreaking pioneers in her field. So she's looking at the moss and the algae between trees, and actually finds that that's how trees communicate with each other. It's through this. Very, very Avatar-ish.
Yeah.
But that's the realistic angle that Avatar took.
Yeah.
From real life. So yeah, I'm excited for her, man. Especially Amy Adams. Like, she kills it. I haven't seen Hillbilly Elegy though.
Me neither. I saw it on Netflix there.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Probably not. I know I'm not. So it's,
Don't play yourself, dog.
yeah.
So Mickelson was also the great Mickelson, who starred in Academy Award winning Another Round
I
Mickelson.
believe it's Mads Major Mickelson, right?
Triple M.
So he was talking about Indy 5. And what he was saying was, like, the character that he's going to be playing is going to be like Peter Lorre from The Maltese Falcon and M, that sort of character, which didn't confirm either hero or villain. But he said, like, he read the script for Indy 5 and it is, like, on point.
Yeah.
He said it's very, he didn't say nostalgic, which was good because I didn't want it to just be a throwback to the fucking Ark of the Covenant and all
Better
that
not
shit.
be.
But he said it was big, it was adventurous, and it also had great character moments.
Yeah. And Harrison Ford is almost playing it. He's playing it like a straight man compared to. He's a straight man compared to him. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to see the two of them play off of each other.
Yeah.
Especially if Mads is a bit more eccentric. You never really see Mads get into that bag.
No. He's always usually very measured and in control. And
Yeah. The stoic man.
Yeah. Or just like the beaten down man.
Yeah.
This is like the dude who did like the silent film basically when it came to that Valhalla Rising movie as well.
Oh, yeah. The closest that you get to see him get into that sort of eccentric bag is Pusher.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Pusher 1, though. Pusher 2, he's very measured.
Yeah.
But Pusher 1, he's like young and just stupid.
But it's funny seeing Mads in those roles because he's so like lighthearted and animated in interviews and shit like that.
That guy is hilarious in fucking interviews.
Fucking big time.
He's always asking if he can smoke.
I loved when him and Craig were having that interview and he's like, "Do you remember me from the audition?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, he's full there smoking and shit like that. Fucking bad motherfucker, man. I love him. But so we have Owen Wilson as well, joining Jerry Bruckheimer's film Secret Headquarters. Now this is the one where a kid finds like a fucking entrance to this like superheroes like Hall of Justice basically.
Yeah.
And him and his friends have to defend it from these fucking villains that have come to attack. So it's like superhero Home Alone almost like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably the
When the
title that
adults
they were
are
going
away,
for.
the kids will play. That's going to be the title.
See that kid with the 45?
So you reckon Owen Wilson's just the superhero and his dad?
I kind of hope that Owen Wilson is the head of those villains.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That'll be cool.
Talkie.
All right, so our final piece of film news. So this came out today. So Sam Hargreave is Australian's royalty. Is signed on. He is right now. He is. He's getting there. He's nearly above the old Hemsworth there.
Isn't this so American?
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious.
Claim him.
Yeah. So he's setting up this movie called Stay Frosty, right? So this is like it's almost written like an 80s action movie. So this one stars Idris Elba, the great Idris Elba. Needs to do more work. Even
Idris
though he's
stays
got like
working, though.
30 projects on the way.
If he can't find time for Luther, what the fuck is he doing?
But yeah, this one revolves around. I think he's a secret agent or he's an operative or something like that.
Yeah.
And some shit goes down, and he's got to basically save the world and a whole bunch of people, as well as make it home for Christmas to the family. Yeah, this is
wild.
This is straight Die Hard 2, Die Hard. Yeah, this is that type of movie. This is going to be really cool. And then you have the added bonus of Sam Hargrave's doing it. It's going to be the craziest action we've seen.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah.
You can assume that, because Sam Hargrave's also got like a stunt coordinator background too.
Right.
And a
Man's-
stunt man background.
Yeah, he's worked for 8711. He's done everything, this man.
He also manned the camera extensively in that extraction sequence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could almost like assume that he's going to have something like that in this movie.
Would you seriously? I mean, I'm not going to try and be a director and be like, "Hey, Deacons, get out on the front of that car and hold that camera." I'm never doing that. Can you imagine that?
Deacons will tell you to get the fuck outta here.
He'd try and do it once. So
Deacons would map out the shot though.
exactly.
Like your lighting would be on point.
Yeah.
You would never be able to say like, it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
The sun's like, is too exposed and shit like that. Deacons would be like, nah, I
No,
set
no.
all that shit up.
I set it up. I told you we needed to shoot at 8:11. You started shooting at 8:13. That's why the sun's.
You're off your fucking rocker.
Yeah, I reckon he would be that meticulous though.
Deacons?
But at the same time, he wouldn't, because he likes to shoot digital and he knows that, fuck it, we can change it in post. Don't worry about it.
That's why Deacon stays the man. But I'm excited for this, man. Stay frosty. And it sounds like a Christmas movie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the Aliens throwback, right? Yeah.
The
frosty.
the movie that Shane Black should have made.
Well, let's hope that he actually wrote this one. We don't know who wrote it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like one of those bloody blacklist Shane Black scripts. And
Under a pseudonym.
yeah, that'd be fire, actually.
And that's it for film news this week. Let's get into these trailers. There's quite a few. So the first one, right off the bat, Port Authorities. Martin Scorsese produces a trans and cisgendered male love story. So this is fairly new age, and it's it looks like it's pushing the boundaries a bit. I don't think we've seen a trans and straight male love story. I think there's one. Have we? I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing here.
Do we have? By
Have
the way,
we?
yeah, it's called The Crying Game.
But was he aware?
Later on, he was in the movie. He was, yeah.
And he sticks with
He
it?
sticks with her.
Doesn't she have a penis, though?
Yes.
Pre-op.
Yeah, but she also has breasts.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
There's also what's his face? Who was just there? It'll come back.
There is a new movie on Amazon Prime. I've seen, for your reference, review it as well. I can't remember what it was called. But this actually stars a trans actress.
Yeah.
And Fionn Whitehead from Dunkirk. He's the main guy. You know, the guy at the start, and he's like dying to take a shit, but he can't. No. He's the main guy in Dunkirk. Anyways. And then they strike up a romance. And he actually doesn't know that she's trans until they show you in the trailer, which should have been left for the movie, but anyways.
Yeah, that would have been nice, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so that looks all right. It looks very gritty. It looks really street level. So she's part of like this dancing academy style troupe as well. It looks really gritty. So I wonder how it's going to play out. Yeah. We got Heels, which is Stephen Amell's new series on Stars, which is a family-owned wrestling business. And then he joins the business because he's sick of being a lawnmower salesman. His brother's sick of being a bartender or something like that. So they just take the risk.
Can you imagine that being the family business?
Wrestling?
That'd be kind of cool.
You'd be in shape.
Yeah, you would.
I'll be for it.
Something different. And we got Halston.
What was this one again?
This is the Ewan McGregor
Yeah.
one. Where
Yes.
he's a fashion designer.
Fashion designer?
Ryan
For
Murphy.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Ooh,
This looks wild.
does look wild. This one.
The character Halston looks wild. Ewan McGregor looks like he is fucking like really putting shit down.
Yeah.
And his character's like this gay fashion designer. I know that he's gay because in the trailer you actually see gay sex scenes, which is wild.
No, we don't know that he's 100% gay.
Could be bi. Could be. He could be. But it's weird when you look at Bohemian Rhapsody and you look at Rocket Man and their depiction of like a gay sex scene or something like that. It's not very. This looks pretty graphic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the story as well and how it's shot looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks
Who directed
really
this
good.
movie?
It's Ryan Murphy produced and written. Same guy that did Hannibal,
Right.
American Horror Story. American
But this
Crime
looks
Stories.
cool, man, because Halston just wanted to do things his way.
Yeah, he
And
wasn't
that's-
taking any shit
yeah,
either.
that's how things they need to get done.
But then there's the corporate side where they're trying to take control of his brand.
Yeah.
And then him fighting them.
Yeah.
And there's that scene where he's like, fuck you, you, and you, fuck you too.
I love it.
McGregor looks like he's killing the shit.
Yeah. When I first saw him, I was like, Black Mask. I was like, no.
The best thing in that movie.
Yeah.
We then got a trailer for Benedetta. So this is Paul Verhoeven's first foray into film in, God,
5 years.
yeah, been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this looks fucking wild.
This does look wild. The synopsis was like she gets the signs of stigmata and then she gets accused of these things.
Yeah.
But it looks like she's actually doing these things.
Yeah.
So, she forms a lesbian relationship with one of the other nuns in this convent.
Yeah.
And then the mother superior and the head priest and everyone finds out, and like all hell breaks loose.
Shit goes down from there.
It looks wild.
But it looks a little steamy there.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like he was well into his fucking Basic Instinct bag again.
Yeah. It had that tense sort of feeling.
Yeah.
But it looks like a lot of these clips are going to end up on Pornhub or something.
That is correct.
It looks wild.
Yeah.
And then moving into more family fare, so
Yeah.
we got a first trailer for Rugrats there.
Yeah.
So this is basically like a 3D-ifying of like the Rugrats cartoon that we got.
Right.
It's all the CG
Okay.
animated show. Which looks fine.
don't
I thought it was a movie, and I was excited. Like, wow. Because they're like taking it to the next level, and they have that level of CG. But no, this is the Rugrats show to promote Paramount Plus.
Right. I'm a hand drawn animation man. Like that's just me.
I like 3D and everything like that, but like don't 3D my 2D shit.
Exactly.
That's when it gets
I don't like
wild.
That shit. We also we got a trailer for Awake, right? So this is Netflix's new Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Yeah, so this one revolves around these people that one day wake up and can't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stayed woke.
Yeah, they stayed a little too woke. And so they basically her daughter's the only person on the planet, it looks like, that can actually fall asleep.
Yeah.
And you see her like break down into tears. I can sleep. I can sleep.
Rocky's sick.
I know, man. That's all I think about now. But yeah, so this is them battling that and people trying to take her and all that stuff, and obviously trying to get somewhere
And
so that they can study her and fix the human race before everybody dies of sleep deprivation.
so they have 6 days.
Yes.
It sounds very Last of Us
Yeah.
with Joel and Ellie.
Earlier.
And we got Stranger Things 4 teaser, which just shows you like Matthew Modine's character as he walks into a room full of 11s, I want to say.
Right.
And then he calls back and he says, 11, do you see? And then the camera moves over, pans over, and then we get to see 11's eyes, real intense. And that's a trailer right there.
I took that son of a bitch's eye.
No release date, nothing. But if you haven't watched Stranger Things, like, up to this point, check it out before this drops, because you got time.
This will be out. It's usually cold here, so it'll come out November-ish, September-ish.
Last time it came out in the summer. Stranger Things 3 came out in the summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it was set in the summer. You know what I mean?
Ah,
You wanna
yeah.
capture that vibe.
Yeah. Summer loving.
I'm excited for it, though.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
good. And the biggest trailer, I think, that we got, and it wasn't really a trailer, but it was more see you at the movies.
yeah. See you next time.
No, like everyone's got like
This little
this,
sizzle reel.
yeah. Everyone's got these celebrating the movies, trying to get people to come back to the cinema. And it was for Marvel Studios. So it's Marvel Studios celebrates the movies. Starts off with this really, really nice and really hard hitting voiceover from Stan Lee.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where they got this from.
It's
But he's
one of Stan's interviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he's like, that man over there, that's your brother.
Yeah.
That woman there, that's your sister. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. But they showcased a lot of the historical Marvel movies that we got over the first 10, 12 years now.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny for me because they do show a clip of someone recording in the theaters, which you'd always think that Marvel would have tried to shut those fuckers down. I
know.
Obviously not.
Thief. That's the thing that like killed me. So they show the Endgame portal scene.
Yeah.
And then Cap eventually like doing the Avengers Assemble.
Starting.
I know, and then like the goosebumps,
The
just
goosebumps
like, just take over.
It just makes me want to watch it.
I know, and I don't even feel like watching.
I know.
it.
I don't feel like watching
Like,
it.
I just watch it just for that. But then we also got the first Eternals footage,
Yes.
where we kind of see a lot of the characters: Angelina Jolie, Gemma Chan, all those guys all line up. We didn't get to see, I don't think, Brian Tyree though.
No, it didn't look like we saw him. Unless Mans is just jacked now because I haven't seen Paperboy since.
True. Can you imagine if he comes back jacked in Atlanta?
Fuck, that'd be hilarious. Fuck, they'd roast him the whole time.
Badly. But then we also got a look at the title for the next Black Panther. And it's called Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Right.
Which
For
it
me-
sounds very vague.
For me, I don't like the title.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
Why?
It doesn't sound like an actual, like for me, Black Panther is regal. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like it's for a king.
Yeah.
That's what it like. It just nah.
Or Queen.
Or queen.
Could be
More than
Shuri.
likely queen.
When I don't know. The only thing I take from this title, it sounds like there might be like a massive civil war because of the, the massive change in Wakanda, and then shit's gonna go down from there.
True. And then they unite in the end under Black Panther, who will rise through the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Remember who you are.
it seems like the easy title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I almost think that it's going to hit harder once you see the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so.
Same.
It's my guy. It's my guy directing either way. So.
Yeah. Coogler don't make a
Yeah,
misstep.
Coog don't miss, man.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible for him to miss.
Yeah. Because Coogler come through and he's like, I got good action, but I got good emotion.
Yeah.
Mans knows how to direct as well. So
Yeah.
for me, that's what it is.
I still need to watch fucking Fruitvale Station.
Damn.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's worth checking out.
Yeah.
That is worth checking out.
This is the best Michael B. Jordan performance you'll see.
Yeah, I agree. Damn sight better than that without remorse.
Rocky's sick. It's Rocky, man. That's all I see. It's like you're a child, man. Like him as Wallace in The Wire?
Yeah.
Fire.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Friday Night Lights? Have you watched Friday Night Lights?
Never watched Friday Night
I heard
Lights.
good things about Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially him.
Wallace is living in this dilapidated crack house, taking care of his 6 or 7 brothers and sisters. And that's his character. Wallace is unbelievable.
I'm going to sign him soon.
Yeah.
I got plans for The Wire. Don't you worry about that.
So you got the box and you just slide it under the bed.
We got it on Apple TV, my guy. Just deletes.
Flushes that whole fucking Apple TV down the toilet.
And then the big reveal, or one of the big reveals, was that Captain Marvel 2 will be called The Marvels.
The Marvels, yeah.
So this is the team-up movie with Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel and what's her face?
Photon?
Yeah. Rambeau.
Oh, yeah, Rambo's
She's a
in this
Marvel.
one.
She's a Marvel as well, right? Yeah.
Nah. What's his face was Marvel.
Her mum.
No. Annette Bening's character in the first Captain Marvel was Marvel.
But what is her mum? What's her mum's last name?
Her mom in WandaVision, her tagline was, or her nickname was Photon.
That's right.
But then her daughter is actually supposed, in the comics, like the daughter's supposed to be, Monica Rambeau is supposed to be Photon.
Yeah. Rambeau.
Yep. We'll see it, and that's it for the trailers this week.
That is all.
Kicking off that entertainment newsy.
News. No, you go. You can do our RIP segment, Spee.
Why? Why do I get the RIPs? I don't like the RIPs. I've always got the
I
RIPs.
know.
This guy.
I was good at it. That's why.
The bringer.
You let us hear the music.
Don't bullshit me. In some extremely sad news, the legend Olympia Dukakis has passed away at the age of 89. Olympia Dukakis has had a massive career, and really only got her shot like at big properties from the age of 50.
Yeah.
So she starred in Look Who's Talking.
Steel Magnolias.
Big.
Steel Magnolias
role.
is supposed to be fire.
Yeah.
And supposedly like just put you to bed with the tears. Son.
Yeah. No, I was tired after they cry.
Yeah.
Like when I have a big cry.
Yeah.
Nah, it's nap time
It just
after
takes
that.
you out of it.
Yeah.
When you used to get those giant hidings, like
Yeah.
the big hidings.
Yeah.
And you just sob yourself to sleep.
And also Working Girl. We also lost an extremely important Spanish voice actor in Diana Perez. So she passed away at 51, very young.
Jesus. That is really young.
Yeah.
So she's a legend in the game as well. So she voiced Jessie in the Pokemon series.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, in the Spanish Pokemon series.
Wow.
She did every episode of One Piece as well.
And there's like 1,300 episodes of One Piece.
Jesus.
Yeah. So legend in the game. There was big fan outcry for Diana Perez as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, from her colleagues to people that like, you know, just found out online, her fans and everything. It's just, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to both those legends. Our condolences to your family, friends, and fans. And thank you for everything that you like, you know, you do for the movies and the shows
Yeah.
just to entertain people. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Let us know about the cancellations there, BD.
So the UK police are currently looking into allegations regarding Noel Clarke.
It's Noel Clarke.
This is real fucked up.
Yeah.
So Noel Clarke has been accused of inappropriate touching is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Ed Cobbets.
Yeah, by multiple people in an acting class that he was heading.
And some of the productions that he was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking this is fucked up to me. Like, I fucking hate when this kind of news comes through because it's just disgusting behavior.
So the UK police are officially looking into it as well because like they want to make sure that the allegations are like, you know,
True.
yeah,
Yeah.
are like verified. Because there's,
Investigate everything.
yeah, there's a lot that's on them as well. Like apparently he just said to this chick backstage, I like chicks with long hair because I like to pull on their hair when I'm doing them from behind. It's like, how do you casually say that to someone?
That is kind of wild, though.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's some sociopath shit, though.
yeah. So there was, so he was from Doctor Who, and there was another guy from Doctor Who, John Barrowman, who apparently like he ran out and he would just flash people like the whole set, which I find funny. You know what I mean? Like, but that's my sort of like humor that I would just give that guy a pass. But there's some people that didn't, and they've also sort of brought that up. And he came back and he was like, "Look, I fucking apologized for it already. Like, I've already said that was like inappropriate, and like let's move forward now."
I'm sorry, but if some dude bursts through the door right here, flashing dick, I'm sorry. You get in his hands, son. Like that's how it works. I don't want to see that. I also don't want to fight some guy with his dick out too. Like that's just fucking wild to me. Don't ever take your dick out.
I just don't like the dick jokes.
We've
But, like,
all been to the gym and there's just some old guy walking around just dick out.
You know
He
what's
just
wild?
doesn't fucking care.
Is-
fucking thongs on, which is flip flops for you Americans, and that's it.
And the towels over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Brushing his teeth.
Wrap up, mate. What are you doing? I don't need to see your big old grey pubes.
Was he shaved?
It's fucking disgusting.
It was all natural. I want to see what happens with this Noel Clarke business as well.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because he just won the BAFTA. Like, he'd been getting all his accolades. Even the last episode of his show, the series that he had, was pulled from showing.
That's wild.
So we'll see what happens, because it could end in a big apology because he just had his BAFTA ripped from him. Or it could end up with Noel Clarke facing some serious time. Which is what should happen when you're doing filthy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last piece of news for Le Week. So we've
It's
had
pretty cool, actually.
and sad at
Very
the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You taking this because you're the Sopranos
this is my
man.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before he unfortunately passed away, James Gandolfini was he never liked to do anything but Sopranos as Tony Soprano, right? But at the same time, he loved his Knicks, just like I do. I'm a Knick man, right? LeBron was getting his, I don't know what year, it was 2010. So LeBron was getting his free agency,
Yeah.
right? So what happened was, being a Knick fan, you want LeBron to come to your city and play ball for you, simply because it's LeBron. He's a great player. Yeah.
Yep.
He's nearly
One
the
of
best.
the greats.
He's nearly the best. He's not MJ.
Kobe?
He's not as good as Kobe either. But yeah, so what happened was Gandolfini and what's her name?
Edie Falco.
Edie Falco. They got together and they shot this little short as Carmela and Tony to try and lure LeBron to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We will never see this.
No. God, no. LeBron's seen it, obviously.
But they lost all that footage. The producers lost all the footage.
LeBron's probably got it.
Hopefully he releases it.
I hope he
LeBron,
releases it.
King James.
King James, please.
Release
it.
Especially on HBO Max where you got the shop. You know what I mean? Just do it.
Shit, he is over there at HBO Max.
Just drop it. But the short actually said Tony was now in witness protection.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he made it.
No, he
And
didn't.
you'd know
No, he didn't.
he made it. He made it.
No, he didn't. So the what's his face? If you look at the last scene of The Sopranos, right? I'm sorry, but spoilers. You see him. He's not going to watch it.
It's been years since this came out.
You see, everything is from Tony's point of view, and that's why it goes all black like that, because someone's assassinated Tony in that. Yeah,
In my world, he lives.
I know that Tony had to die. Simply, but from what he did to New York, Tony had to go. He assaulted that guy for something that, he didn't need to assault him that way. He killed one of the bosses, Philly Lupatazzi. He kills him. You know what I mean? So he can come back and be whole with his family. There's no way that New York forgets that and lets him go. You see them setting it up at the end as well. So
Well, that's why he's in witness protection.
no way.
He made it.
He's not a rat. He would never. And if he did, he's feeding them garbage information.
Well, to save his family, which is what he made a lot of moves for, he might.
Tony at the same time was very selfish. He would let that family. He wouldn't let them die. He would try and save that family. He'd take it for that family.
But at the end, he was also seeing that a lot of his closest people were turning on him.
But he's always still his family, his second family. That was his proper family. And that's how he always saw it. That's why he was at rehab. That's why he was in therapy. In that first season, he's scared to lose his family. And it's not Carmela and the kids. It's his family. Yeah.
I still stand by he made it out. I want him to make it out. Turn
I don't
everything around.
want Tony to become a rat. That's the only thing.
Well, he could be feeding him garbage.
I doubt it. They would make him give something. These fucking FBIs.
All right there, fellas. What you watch?
You know what's weird is this week there was no WandaVision, there was no Falcon. There was fuck all that we could watch together, like all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. I mean, there's Jupiter's, but seriously, that's like 8 hours long. I don't want to sit there and watch all of that in one hit before the pod. No, thank you. Anyway, I watched Invincible. I watched the first episode. I was really impressed. I stopped watching that and then jumped over and watched 4 episodes of Jupiter's Legacy.
You gonna finish it off?
Invincible?
Nah, Jupiter's Legacy.
Yeah. I've only got 4 episodes left, so I might as well.
But Invincible?
Invincible was unreal, man.
I like Invincible. Man.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
I love that it's 45 minutes.
Yeah. It's actually like a full length.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pause.
Jesus. Yo. I watched The Meg, Scorpion's Revenge, and Sicario.
What do you reckon of Scorpion's Revenge?
It's not bad.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Not bad. I prefer the movie version.
Yeah.
It's more heart there.
Sicario. Gotta have the Sicario.
My
the
God.
Deke, you the mans.
My God. I mean, he should have won the Oscar for that. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Was he nominated?
I'd say so. Every time he comes out, he's nominated, man.
It's true.
Ever since Road to Perdition, he's been nominated. Like, it's just, okay, did Deakins make a movie this year? Yeah, he did. Okay, cool. That he's going to go up.
Wasn't Perdition Conrad Hall's last one?
He helped finish that movie because Connie died, remember? While shooting. Yeah. That's why he couldn't, but Connie shot most of the movie.
Yeah.
And Deke just came in there to finish it off.
Had to do that rain shot.
Yeah. But Connie actually did that rain shot.
Yeah. He's the man.
So I watched all 3 current seasons of Dear White People.
What is the show about?
So I was talking to Dave about it. This is like higher learning. So it's so it follows this college, Winchester, and essentially it focuses on one of their houses there, which is Armstrong Parker. Now it's a very esteemed college, and what they did back in the day during all the periods of huge racism was that they took every single black person and just funneled them directly into Armstrong Parker House, and that's where they stayed. And it follows, the main character is Samantha White. She hosts a radio show called Dear White People, where essentially she goes through and saying, Dear White People, if you're going to, acceptable Halloween costumes are the first 43 presidents, but not me, and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it follows the race relations in Armstrong Park, and not just for black people, other people of color, Asians, Latino, and it just goes through their life, normal college life, and how they deal with that. There's actually some pretty heavy shit in here in regards to, so there's a college fight that starts in this party, and one of the dudes is black, and campus police come up, pull a gun on him, and then it shows his sort of descent into fucking PTSD, trauma, and how that's affected him. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's some pretty rough shit in here as well.
Is it
really
finished?
fucking heavy, this show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is it finished or is it still going?
It's still going. There's another volume coming out, so volume 4 will be released later on.
Sick.
The fuck is with Netflix and these volumes, my guys?
I know, man. But if we get them 6 monthly, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a really solid show for me. I've watched this maybe 3 times already.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy this shit.
Is it that chick from Black Klansman in there?
The chick from Spider-Man?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
So
Sexy, that chick.
his love interest in
Zazie Beetz.
No. The first Tom Holland Spider-Man, Michael Keaton's daughter.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's that chick in Black Klansman.
Yeah. His love interest in Black Klansman.
JD's love interest. That's her.
Yeah.
Jesus. I can't even remember. It was last year, actually. I watched it.
But yeah, this show is really good. I really enjoy this. Like one of my favorite fucking shows to watch because it's just like 30, 40-minute episodes and then you just fucking run through them. But yeah, there's a season 4 coming out. Hopefully soon.
Volume 4.
Volume. But and then I got into my fucking martial arts bag and watched Dragon Tiger Gate.
Is this the Donnie Yen one?
Yeah, this is the Donnie Yen one.
Donnie Yen and who?
So it's Donnie Yen, and there's a few other players in here, but this is the one with that dude with the nunchucks. There's this other guy in there, his brother with the fucking kicks, kills it, man.
I don't think I've ever watched this one.
Fire, this movie.
So this is adapted from a graphic novel.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a semi superhero movie, but it's fucking cool, man. There's this one fucking kick his brother does, Tiger, where there's this like massive circular table at this restaurant and he fucking sprints and jumps and does a full 360 and then kicks this dude in the chest. But it's like the quickest shit you've ever seen. I don't know if they've taken frames out or anything like that, but the shit looked fucking hard. Pause.
That's what they do. They just take a few frames out. All of those Jackie Chan movies, they just take a frame out.
The sound also makes it like, faster as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hits in this movie hit too.
Oh, really?
But like the first big fight scene you see, there's like 30 of these fucking gang members and that Tiger guy is taking them all on. He's just fucking kicking all these dudes.
Jesus.
There's a bit of wire work, but there's a lot of more practicality in regards
Keeps
to
hooks on it, our champion.
Nice.
Yeah, but Donnie fucking smokes this regardless. Pause.
Smoke this. Pause. You know what's crazy? You know that Lateef Crowder guy? Lateef Crowder?
Yeah.
He's the guy that he fights in the water in Tom Yong-gung, the Capoeira.
Yeah.
Eddie Gordo.
Yeah.
You know he's essentially the Mandalorian.
What?
Really?
He's the stunt double under the suit, right?
Yeah.
For Mando.
Yeah.
He said even when sometimes he's just standing there, like Mando's just standing, he's the Mandalorian. It's him. It's not Pedro. It's him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dollars.
And it's just Pedro doing the voice most of the time.
As in like voice over?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently there was a lot of shit in there about, because he was like, I'm not even showing my face most of the time. He's just doing the voice.
I thought they debunked those rumors.
No, apparently he had the shits, walked off set, the end of season 2. There was a lot of shit going on, which I think is why Book of Boba was there.
Yeah.
To maybe like take over.
I also think this is why he took the job. He can take the job for
Last of Us?
Last of Us. Because if he's just doing voiceover,
Yeah.
fucking do that anyway.
Sounds like it.
So they Darth Vader'd him.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a prissy move to just complain about it, though. Like, no offense to Pedro Pascal. Or actually, a little bit of offense to Pedro Pascal.
87%.
45% champion.
Can you handle that, Pedro?
Like, this like a fucking big piece of Star Wars lore that he is taking a part in, and it's a really fucking good show. And he puts a lot of like, I would say he put a lot of effort into doing that fucking voiceover. So like,
I see you sweating in the booth.
but yeah, fucking. Well, the way I'm going to say it, fucking don't be a bitch about it. Fucking understand that you are like providing for a group of fans who have been around longer than a lot of fucking people. And they appreciate you for what you do. Don't fucking do this.
Yeah. But in theory, it's the fact that he's not really the Mandalorian. Lateef Crowder is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was saying that those fight, Giancarlo Esposito did most of that fight scene.
Wow.
The only thing he didn't really do was, how he's got the spear and he kicks it back like that and it flips over.
Yeah.
And he's got to block it. He didn't do that because he was like, if I fucking miss and like hits this guy in the face, like it's fucking over.
Yeah.
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 Not like he can wear a helmet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, he did most of it.
That's wild.
Yeah. That Beskar fucking spear is sick, man.
Amazing.
I want one.
I know.
Yeah.
Can we just get those scan pans and melt them into a fucking
What do you mean? Do you remember back in the day when Oues like broke the bunk beds?
Yeah.
And Dad used that big old piece of fucking
Stato?
Stano? That was like straight best.
Can you imagine doing that kick move?
I know. Fuck, we'd break everything in that room. That room, when I think about it, was so small.
Badly.
Like, it was tiny.
They just housed us. It was
how
like
Paul-
fucking Roach Motel.
Like, we had about this much space between, like, you know, bunk bed and then Paul's fucking double bed.
Yeah. You had just enough space to just jump out of bed and
Yeah.
then like walk out of
You
the
couldn't
room.
even put on shoes in that fucking
Nah.
room. Fuck. Jesus. Yeah. Would you watch that, friend?
So I watched the last season of The Boondocks, which is wild because I didn't know that it was only 10 episodes. So I'd been watching and then I went, next episode there, because I only just got to episode 10. Nothing. I always felt like Pi at the end of Life of Pi crying after that fucking tiger. I did not get a chance to say, I love you. And thank you.
Richard Sampson.
But it was good. Even though Aaron McGruber wasn't on the last season and he left, it was still good. Yeah. It was fucking, and some hard shit in there. Luther season 3, so I picked it back up after a week of not watching it. And this one was actually pretty cool because it was 4 episodes, but it was one killer for every, like, over 2 episodes. So you got 2 killers. Yeah, instead of, like, a new killer every week. And it puts John on the back foot.
Yeah.
Because he's got to prove his innocence. And he was on the run most of this season.
There's always that episode, in these sort of things.
Yeah,
Where
badly.
they're accused of the crime and they got to go on the run. I think that happens to Jack Reacher every time he comes out, man.
As soon as they do that scene in the shows where it's like, John Luther, you're under arrest. Oh!
Dun, dun.
I'm getting that sound. But,
Yeah, we need that drop.
I watched Tomb Raider, which is pretty cool. I watched You Were Never Really Here, which was my first time watching it. And this movie is hard, man. It's really hard to watch because it feels really dense. Him working through so much.
Yeah.
But he's such a meticulous character. Like, he looks after his mother, and there's just some really, like, heavy shit that goes down in you.
Yeah.
But him going through and fucking people up with that hammer was next level. Fuck it up.
It's funny seeing Joaquin in that shape as well.
Yeah.
He's got that very, like, he doesn't look practiced, but he's fucking ready to go, man.
Yeah, he's like built like a bear. Like, he's actually got size on him. Like, he's not just overweight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's actually got muscle on him.
But if you really, like, got into that, I know it can be a little dense, but you should check out that fucking Louisiana movie as well with John Bernthal. Where
Is that on the flicks?
I think so. But, like, something akin to that, where Bernthal's like, I think he's the motel owner, and then that fucking hitman comes through. But it's fucking mad, that movie.
All right. Let me check it out and see if it's on Netflix. I watched Raya and the Last Dragon, which was good. I really enjoyed
pretty
this.
cool, eh?
Yeah. There was a lot of cool concepts, and I think the biggest thing was just getting everyone together.
Yeah.
And how all these different Southeast Asian what's the word? It's different Southeast Asian cultures sort of like merge together because they don't focus on one. But I still enjoyed it. I watched My Octopus Teacher.
How was this?
Academy Award-winning Best Documentary Feature South African movie. My Octopus Teacher. This was awesome.
Oh, that marked.
Not the other one.
It's not the fucking hentai.
Yeah, this one's like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually really emotional because
Was he in South Africa?
Yeah, so he's on.
Fuck that! I'm not going in that water.
I know, because he's on the Western Cape. And
Yeah,
it's
no.
the stormy section where it's really rough seas.
And Sharky.
Yeah. And he goes into that fucking... So it's in a kelp forest. So in our Apple TV, one of the screensavers is a kelp forest?
Yeah.
He's swimming in that. And in there are like pajama sharks.
You'd be all right in there.
Like there's jellyfish in there. There's all these things, but he's just there to observe, right? So he's like watching this fucking octopus. But just the level of trust that he gains from an animal that you think wouldn't be able to like give that to you.
Yeah.
Like it does. And he goes every day for a year. So the life cycle of an octopus is a year.
Wow.
And then, he's working out some shit as well at the same time. And through like this sort of adventure with him and making this connection, he actually moves forward. It's worth checking out. It's only like an hour and a half or something
Is
like
it? I
that.
thought it was only like 45 minutes or
No,
something.
it's like a full 90-minute movie.
Wow.
Okay.
But yeah, worth checking out. First time I watched Green Book or like, How to Be a Negro.
Yeah.
When Viggo Mortensen teaches, what's his face, Dr. Shirley, how to be black.
That's wild, that movie. This movie was wild, son.
Oh, man, the performances were so good, though.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not take this for an Oscar movie?
So this is the property that Jeff Johns uses, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a black thing at all. But yeah, he shows him how to eat fried chicken and which music to like as well.
Yeah.
Because he's got to like soul.
Yeah. Can't just be classical music.
Yeah. But he's like playing contemporary and everything. Yeah. The performances were crazy though. Like you got Viggo, who's like, I've never seen him play like a full Italian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
But what is Viggo anyway?
I think Viggo is like
I don't think
Danish or something
yeah,
like
he's,
that.
he's some
Something-
Slavic or something like that. Swedish, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he played really well in the movie. Linda Cardellini's in here.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's his face? Sebastian Maniscalco's in here.
It was funny seeing Sebastian, eh? Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
And what
Swedish?
Danish father,
Danish.
American mother.
Yeah.
but what made it really, really cheesy was at the end that he kind of gets home and then Dr. Shirley comes up and he's like, can I have Christmas dinner with you? And then the whole family, who had not gone on a journey of like trying to sort of build a relationship with someone that was African American, all of a sudden just accepts him. You know what I mean? The same family that was sort of like, like, oh, I'm over here to keep your wife company because there's a couple of black guys fixing the oven or something like that.
Yeah. But it was also through the lens of the letters, right? As well. Like the letters that he helps. What's his name?
The Lip.
Yeah, the Lip.
Tony the Lip.
Tony the Lip.
Tony Lip.
Yeah. That he helps him write, and she would share those with them, and that, that would have changed their perception, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's weird that I liked the movie, but it was still...
I like the movie. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot to like in this movie.
Yeah.
But then it's just the overall, like, what they chose as, like, Viggo's contribution to... Because there's a lot that, what's-his-face gives him. Mahershala's character, Dr. Shirley, gives Viggo's character. But then on the flip side, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to show you how to be black.
Yeah.
That was just wild. And then I finished off the week with Promising Young Woman. So another Academy Award winner. This almost seems like the Oscars
What did
week.
they win?
Best Original Script.
Yeah.
Screenplay by Emerald Fennell. So this is written and directed by Emerald Fennell. And from the trailer, it looks really propaganda-ish. It looks very like, I hate men. Like, all men are these type of men. But I was watching it not sort of trying to lean into that. So it was more kind of, these are the exaggerated tropes. Because you get the guy that's like, I'm going to be the nice guy, but then I'm going to take advantage of you. The outright like douchebag as well. And then the weird sort of like guy that tries to force drugs on you and that sort of shit. and she's going back and kind of trying to figure out or trying to make the people pay that did something to her in the past. The performances were really good. I don't think, like, you know, us straight men should be afraid of it. Know what I mean? It's just another movie out there that's telling a story in this particular universe. Carey Mulligan does really well in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kills it. She kills it. Do I think it's Oscar worthy? I don't think so. I do not think this movie should have won the Oscar, especially when it's sitting up there against Mank. And
Mank should have won that Oscar.
Actually, I don't think Mank was up there for screenplay, for best original screenplay. But there was
fucking should have been.
100%. I agree. But there were other movies in there, I believe, that hit harder than Promising Young Woman. And this isn't hate. Like, full kudos to the project. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a wrap.
Those just pulls a fully dressed burrito out there.
You can catch us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
All them good things.
Yep. We're also on Spreaker, so that's where we host our podcast. Spreaker's a great site. And also we are on YouTube, so we publish our videos every week. And you can check us out there. Under Logo Smith Media. You guys have anything to add?
No, not really. See if we got everything.
Fan the hammer.
Jesus.
Nothing?
No, nothing.
All right. Very
Nothing.
good.
Actually, thanks to all those guys that actually reviewed our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. So we got some reviews on Apple and they were really good. So yeah, thank you. So David M. Wine, DeReal Leaked 88, Nikki 89, and That's a Bingo reviewed. So let's see some more of those reviews come through, guys.
Yeah, man.
Please. Need more feedback.
Yeah.
Make a better show.
Yeah. That's it. Love yourself and love movies.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah. Vape more, smoke less, and we've got like a mystery outbreak out here. So for the love of God, please wash your ass.
I'll be back.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me like a kid.